All right, joining us now, one of our very favorites, Oklahoma Senator Markwayne Mullin. Senator Mullin, thank you, sir, as always. Look, we had Doug Burgum on, who's a great American and a friend. But, you know, the numbers coming out of Europe, Europe is still buying Russian oil. In fact, they're buying more Russian oil than they're contributing to Ukraine. That's not good. My question to you, Armed Services Committee and so forth, when do we slap the sanctions or the secondary sanctions or make a deal with Europe to stop helping Russia?
Well, we're ready to go with it. The Senate is ready to move. Lindsey Graham, myself, we have talked to the White House multiple times about it. We're working through the procedures because it doesn't do any good if the United States put the sanctions on it and we can't have our European allies that's going to agree with it. So I was actually visiting with Mike Waltz over the weekend about this, and Secretary Rubio and I've had multiple conversations. We're ready to act. I believe the White House at this point is getting to the point they're ready to act too. But like I said, it doesn't do any good for us just to do it if we don't have other countries moving along with us. And one of them is India and China at the same time. You know, India and China buys more oil from Russia than all of Europe combined.
I would slap secondary sanctions on them. They buy Russian oil, India, China, then they can't do business with the United States. And we take them out of the SWIFT payment system, and we take them off the Fed wire so there can be no transactions. Nada. We could do that in 20 minutes, sir.
We could, but remember, every time you pull the string here, something else pops up on this side. And when you do that, you got to know how much of an impact it's going to have on our economy too. And Larry, you know more about this than I do, but we're 100% ready to move. Most of our allies are ready to move. We're ready to move forward with it. We just got to make sure that all the T's are crossed and all the I's are dotted. So when it goes into effect, it's not words only, but it's an immediate effect and a hit on Russia's economy. And one thing is we've got to make sure that we're not buying any of the refined products too. There's still a small amount of refined products that are being sold inside the United States, and that shouldn't be happening.
Just the last 30, 40 seconds, sir. And I'm sorry we're short today, but look there's a distinguished Secretary of State, Rubio. Is he negotiating now with Europe to sanction Russia completely on oil and fossil fuels? Is he actually in action?
Well, I can't say that I can't speak for Secretary Rubio. I know the conversations are being had because we were visiting with the White House about it this weekend. I don't know at what level that's taking place, but I believe it's a pretty high level. Say Putin is playing us. He's playing us. And we can't. I'm sure President Trump is losing patience with this whole story. Last 20 seconds. Yeah, I wouldn't say Putin's playing President Trump. That doesn't happen. President Trump doesn't get played. It's all about timing. Timing is perfect. Negotiations about timing, too. It's not always the best timing not always when the policy is ready. The best timing is when everything's perfect to move with the policy.
All right. Well, we have confidence in the president and yourself, Senator Markwayne Mullin.